I am finally making a YouTube video about proof of weak hands. First of all, my name is Mitch, and this is my other YouTube channel. I just created this specifically to talk about cryptocurrency, and even more specifically to talk about proof of weak hands. Because I've sort of been sitting on the sidelines watching, everybody on YouTube talk about proof of weak hands. And I've been wanting to make a video for a while, but I've sort of just been, and finally I decided to do it. Especially after watching YouTubers like Truce and Time is Crypto, P3D Heme, FAFIAM, Lil Cryptita, which I have a good story about. I'll tell you in a second. And I also wanted to give a shout out to the developers Manso and Justo. I'm also in the Discord. I don't want to say my name on this YouTube video just because I don't really like my Discord name and I don't want to change it, but I'm gonna post this link to this video in the Discord so you'll know soon. Today I want to talk to you about the evolution of the Ethereum DAPP space, the decentralized application space. And I've been involved in cryptocurrency for a while, and proof of weak hands, P3D, I've been involved since March, since pretty early in the game. And it's been pretty cool. It's been pretty good so far. We're seeing a drop right now, but everybody's waiting on FOMO3D, and I don't think that price is gonna go up much until FOMO3D comes out. After P3D launched, we saw a slew of clones, and that, we're still seeing them. From proof of weak mass to World Trade Franks, to Kenny's clone, to what was the other one? POTJ, CG, all these clones that came out. And part of the evolution now that we're seeing are these farming games. I'm looking on Yahoo Finance, and there's an article here. Yeah, there's an article here covering breeding of shrimp eggs on the Ethereum DAPP space. So what's interesting is that, it's sort of like a free-for-all. Each time a smart contract comes out, things get added on or it gets changed, or, especially the farming games now are, really interesting to see because it's every contract that comes out, it seems like something, I don't want to say new, but sort of new, like it'll be really interesting to see where the space will be in 2 months. I can't even imagine. It's like we're seeing something evolve and we have no idea where it's going. Developers are creating new contracts, and I think the big next step in this evolution of the DAPP space is going to be F3D, FOMO3D. And out of all contracts I've seen, obviously P3D is the best. We've seen all these clones come in and everybody gets so hyped up about it. Even myself, I thought, I remember watching Harge's video when proof of weak mass was going on, and he was saying, P3D is dead, and the big hype was proof of weak mass. And I remember sitting there thinking, oh man, I should get into proof of weak mass, and I'm glad I didn't. And now you look, every clone jumped up, they went right back down. It's wild to see, but it really goes to show it, the strength of P3D, and it really is the Bitcoin, I guess you could say, of the DAPP space. So, oh yeah, and Lil Cryptita, I want to tell you a funny story about that, about her. Lily and I, we actually were neighbors in Cambodia. I used to own a hotel in Siem Reap, Cambodia. Lily actually used to work in my hotel. She was one of my staff members, and she's a good friend of mine still today. One night, it was, the power went out at the hotel. Actually, the power went out all of Siem Reap. And one night, Lily and I, we were going to get food. I was like, Lily, let's go to the restaurant, let's go get some food. So we're going down to the restaurant. There's complete darkness outside, only the stars were, you know, you could only see the stars in the sky. And Lily grabbed my wheelchair and she was pushing me down the ramp really fast. And we couldn't see, there was something on the ramp. Anyway, I didn't have my seatbelt on. My whole wheelchair flipped. I flew out of it. And Lily and my wheelchair all fell on top of me. Luckily, I broke my leg, but I remember I was in such pain that night. I remember Lily thinking, like, she was actually pretty scared. She thought I was going to fire her. She thought, you know, I was going to be really angry. But, you know, shit happens. That night, I remember my staff brought me to my room. I was in so much pain, and I remember asking Lily to go to the restaurant, get me a bottle of whiskey, and telling my other staff to go to the pharmacy, go get me some codeine and Valium, because there was no way I was going to sleep that night. And I remember taking Valium, codeine, drinking the whiskey. I kept it beside my bed, and I remember that was such a painful night, but I got through with you know, all those different substances. But that was 1 month that I stayed in my room, and Lily was there to help me out, bring me food, take care of me while I was stuck in my room for 1 month in Cambodia while I was healing, because it was pretty painful. Anyway, that's my story about Little Cryptida. And actually, instead of putting my Masternode link, like, in the bottom of the description, I'm gonna put Lily's, or Little Cryptida. And who knows, maybe you'll see a video of the both of us one of these days. Although, she's on the other side of the world, and unfortunately I'm not there anymore. So, I will maybe see you in the next video. Maybe not, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. So, that's all I have to say. And